Oh, welcome. I hope you're feeling virtually not alone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know if anybody's even listening or like these voices in the background. Makes them feel virtually not alone. You know? member of the fraternal regiment embodying narcissistic sociopathy. On behalf of the Sacred Order of Fluid Transparency, I say hello! As with the film, we have some all-stars in the hive mind today. Hive mind today. Hive mind today. Hive mind today. Hive mind today.
And we do have some all-stars in the hive mind today. We got Chad and Mosley and Brad and McMo and Slack and Milan and Lenny and Franco and Stephanie and oh my goodness, it's John Van Dome. John Van, he says, I love what you're doing here, Grizz. I don't know if maybe not this episode. But today's stream is the Christmas service, maybe even an open house, as advertised. No, not that one, as advertised on that one. That's one. It doesn't look like a great house, but it does look open. And here's Merry Christmas from me and my dad and the beautiful tree we made in the Minecraft. You can see Rube Ranger, he's way down there in the bottom right above his name, and the tree is huge. Merry Christmas, everybody. We're going to need some saving throws, but first, before that, send some well wishes, be it his will, to Chad's father-in-law, who decided to have a couple of strokes, apparently, just in time for Christmas. Which let's not ruin Christmas for everybody. If it's all right, that'd be great. That'd be great. Oh, Danny, you say, Danny? We have a picture of him here. This is Denham Moore's Danny. Everybody, you can use him. You can use the emoji if you're a channel member and give YouTube a bunch of money. Thanks, Stephanie. And okay. What are we gonna do? Well. I have things. I'm going to put a link to the StreamYard up at some point and see if anybody wants to talk and have a conversation with everybody. But first, there's a whole lot of weirdness we're going to go over, and you're definitely going to need your savings throws for that. This and due to the changes that will be due to what's revealed today, I've decided that we're going to bring back a red deck. It's not the hey lunch. It's not the casino deck anymore. It's just a bicycle deck, but it's a red one. Well, good, McMo. You have family. You should be there. Love everybody. Who is this boy band imposter? Well, I had to, I had to take a job, and they like people who look like people, and but things are gonna change. I can feel it. Red card of the show. Red card of the show is the King of Diamonds. We'll give you your blue church card of the show and the savings throws right after this one. This one.
Love is worth saving.
I don't know love.
Now encompasses everything. Does it not?
It's all there is.
It's all there is.
You choose survival, social, wisdom, or heart.
See, you've given yourself up. But this is the most powerful thing that can be done. Surrender. See, and love is an act of surrender to another person. Total abandonment. I give myself to you. Take me, do anything you like with me. See? So, and that's quite mad. So we come to the strange conclusion that in madness lies sanity.
Now that's a classic one from Rascal. She's apparently branched into doing YouTube Shorts, which is how to have a successful YouTube channel, but I don't like playing them. And Ups is also returning to what works as far as YouTube goes, and here's some of that now. That's right, adorable cat videos. What what YouTube was meant for. Here's your blue church card of the show, and then we'll get to the savings throws. Hey! Oh, the deuce of diamonds, the king of diamonds and the deuce of diamonds. That's the blue one, in case you wanted to know. And as you know, here on the Grim Gris Show, we do savings throws against mind control. This is how that goes. You choose between survival, social, wisdom, or heart as the basis for your savings throw. I roll the dice, and if they're over 10, you take half damage from the mind control. If they're under 10, you take full damage from the mind control. But I don't know. Usually it's good for you. Today it might not be. So be careful. You do get +2 for chatting in the hive mind, +5 for a replay comment. And you can have +7 if you share. Shares are worth a lot. It tells the algorithm this stuff is worthwhile. Survival, social, wisdom, or art. Choose. Woo! Socialists out the box. Survivalists with a 7. Socialists, you're going to need that replay comment because out the box with a 5 for you. Lovers of wisdom coming in with the survivalist, also a 7, also a 7, also a 7. Hard folks, though, Christmas special prime 17 for you. Indigo kids, just the 8 of us once again. And now that you feel saved, I feel comfortable sharing with you Dumir's latest, or one of his 3 latest, as that works. No, you don't full screen it yet. Now you full screen, and then you. Hey.
When evil becomes as all-pervasive and obvious as it is in our present day, it is the essential moral imperative to fight it with every fiber of your being. We cannot lay over and wait for the parasites and predators to go away. Being a man means not passively accepting, but actively participating in your destiny and the destiny of mankind. There is no higher calling than to be a warrior for the capital G good, the elusive ultimate reality which unites everything that we love and allows the world to exist, known to the Hellenic philosophers like Plato and Plotinus as the ultimate form or pattern of all of existence. Its negation, evil, is the negation of reality and its intrinsic purpose. God is a righteous judge before whom all must stand. If you have rolled over for evil, you cannot be distinguished from it in the end. As Chris Langan said, God does not tolerate evil, and neither should we. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus says, "He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it." To suffer and sacrifice to stop evil and to decrease harm to our fellow creatures and embody an ethic of love and care which transcends time is the ultimate answer to the suffering of life, creating meaning through the suffering. Whoever loseth his life for my sake shall find it. We live in perhaps the hardest age to remain honorable and righteous. Yes, but that is no excuse. True love for one another means using our status as participants in the structure and evolution of reality to eviscerate evil and allow all to have true happiness, meaning, and fulfillment. Chris Langan says, "The main purpose of human life at this point in history is to ensure we have a human singularity, an expansive understanding of our spiritual identity for God to be known in all, by all, and as all, and for the knowledge of God to fill all creation as the waters fill the sea." Children are afraid of the dark, yes, but adults are afraid of the light. Remember who you are truly, and all of the evil and parasitism will be revealed for the smoke and mirrors that it truly is, but a distortion of the love and logos which moves the sun and the other stars.
Now, that guy quotes, "Oh, look, Merry Christmas, Kofi Bot," whoever donated via the Kofi thing. Hey, look, now there's a link there for you could click on if you also don't want to give YouTube a 30% cut. That's how you do it. But since that guy in Dumir's thing quoted Chris so much, I want, in case you're not familiar with him, he's notoriously the one of the highest scoring on that IQ test, and we have a piece from him on our channel about evil. But he's also like pretty. He's also a notorious racist, and I think he means it. So, so be careful about that. Here's his evil bit.
It seems like all of the states are being considered. So am I only conscious of a few, but unconscious?
You're locked into terminal consciousness now. You have a form of consciousness that is appropriate to life in the terminal domain. Okay, what I'm talking about, telic recursion occurs in the non-terminal domain.
That's the fella on the left. The fella on the left is Chris Langan. The fella on the right is Kurt with the toe. Kurt with the toe. Merry Christmas, Gartham.
Involves a different form of consciousness. And in the conspansive manifold, it's its own memory. It consists of layer upon layer upon layer of events that never disappear and never go away. They're right there. Nothing, you don't even have to reach into storage and pull this information out. It's right there. All right? And that's one of the advantages of having a manifold structured in the way that the CTMU is structured. Everything is right there as it is needed. And of course, telon.
Yeah. Where's the evil bit? Oh,
evil to incoherence. I said evil is.
I heard you equate evil to.
I didn't equate evil to incoherence. I said evil is incoherent.
Your face is very large for me right now.
Okay, so basically it's incoherent because evil is anti-existence. All right, basically it hates existence and it wants to go out of existence, right? But when you take a bunch of evil and it won't recognize its own existence and it won't recognize the existence of anything else, it's very hard to coordinate. It can't be coordinated, so it becomes incoherent. The only way that evil actually achieves any sort of reality is it uses physical systems to do it. It nucleates physical systems and uses their structure, their power structures, their hierarchies in order to be realized. That's a danger zone phenomenon.
Just assume that proposition is correct.
Take the content of this dialogue right here, one person out of 100, somehow extract that piece and transmit it across time.
Oh,
right? There are ways.
Extract that piece and transmit it across time. I can't trust anyone whose shoulders I can't see. Look, there's my shoulders. Trust away. It's not a 4-head, it's a 6-head at least. But nice one, Chad. Now we're going to get into the weird, dark. Well, I don't know what it is. It's going to be interesting, and then we'll drop the open house link. But first, how about a little peacocking? Hello. I see the assassin. I see the assassin. Special thanks to the Shadow Cabal, so say we all. All right. Three. Oh wait, okay. Now I don't know if most of you might be familiar with some of this. These are very, very popular figures in certain cultures. But it's a tangled web we weave to get to where I'm taking you. So, but it's very, very exciting. What happened was, first noteworthy is probably this guy, not that guy, this guy. decide to go on Beanie Man's show on an IRL live thing. And here's a piece of that.
Things that I really believe are true and are provably so. And so that's kind of my hesitance. If I had facts, I would say them. It's my personal belief, based on a fair amount of evidence, that they're not aliens. They've always been here. And I do think it's spiritual. That's my view. So, and again, it's not provable, but based on the evidence, I think
I'm with you.
Absolutely.
Well,
the military has been working in this realm for a very long time.
It's noteworthy that that guy Luke is wearing that shirt. But we'll move on.
Have been also trying to weaponize it. There's also a lot of crazy experiments that they did with DMT, hooking people.
Oh, and they're talking about aliens. Aliens.
Up essentially to DMT IVs, having people go off into the spiritual realm. So if you're not paying attention, you don't understand that there's a larger kind of energetic frequency and battle happening.
But can I say one thing? If the U.S. government has in fact had direct contact with these beings, whatever they are, I've already told you what I think they are, and has entered into some sort of agreement with them, which is the claim of informed people, I would say, whether they're right or wrong, I can't say conclusively. But if that is true, I mean, it's a very, very, very heavy thing.
Yeah, a lot of people say interdimensional beings.
Right, I want to ask, are angels and demons, or how would you describe these beings?
You know, these are, again, I'm getting into the realm of conjecture, so I just want to say that flat out.
Entity.
But one thing I know for a dead certain fact, having seen it, is that there is good and evil, that we are being acted upon at all times. And I think every person can feel that in himself. I mean, there are moments when you are moved to do things that are much better than you actually are, and that are also more evil and destructive than you actually are. You are subject to forces from outside yourself. That is absolutely true. Now, we can argue about what they are, but every person in the room, if he's reflective, will tell you, yes, I know what you're talking about. And so there.
And speaking of forces outside himself, as my personal opinion, as punishment for appearing on the Timcast, Tucker then had to do a thing with this guy. No, there, and then this, and then that, and then this, and
I know what you want. Oh, sure, they may have tried to separate us, but what we have is too strong. It's too powerful. I mean, after all, we shared everything, you and I. I told you my deepest, darkest secrets. I showed you exactly what people are capable of. I shocked you with my honesty, but mostly I challenged you and made you think. And you trusted me, even though.
Now, for us weirdos, the fact that he's using that particular mug is important. But as you can see on this very same channel, he posted his thing with Tucker that a bunch of yahoos are talking about, and he called it being frank with Tucker.
2024. So at what point would you get in if you did?
Well, I think there's time. I've never been afraid to show up a little late for the dance.
But lots of people want to be president. What would you specifically bring that others aren't?
Well, I think I have a long and very solid relationship with the public, and that's a bond that has never been broken. I mean, I've almost felt like I can talk to them directly.
Well, I mean, you do talk to them. Every Christmas you give a statement. It is Christmas Eve. What is your statement specifically this year?
You know, Tucker, I think it's just good enough to sip some eggnog and decorate the tree and listen to White Christmas and embrace all the things that make this such a special day. The truth is, I love nothing better on this day than to do a line of blow, drink a...
See, that was one of the best parts of that show, is he likes to break the fourth wall in it. I like that.
The truth is, I love nothing better on this day than to do a line of blow, drink a whiskey and Coke, hit a reindeer with my car, and wish you all the naughtiest Christmas ever.
No, but also possibly related is, why, looky here. What is that, Graham? Well, you see right there, Right there, right below Tim's picture, it says dozens of Epstein documents will be released. Judge orders the docs to be released within 2 weeks. And that's going to be fascinating for nobody. But now to the on behalf, wait, no, before we go in, on behalf of the show, we're gonna run some branding, and then we'll get to the part that's relevant. The way he brought Jonathan Pageau into our awareness was sort of as a bishop of symbolism. I mean, the man now runs the Symbolic World website, and it's all into symbolism. And and I don't know why I can't find these videos on either of their channels, but they brought Peterson came on, and he was like, check this out. It's a symbol, and he put it on his head. It's a symbol, and he put it on his head. It's a symbol, and he put it on his head.
Originates in. It's like someone dying and then unreasonably being raised up from that state. Right? Not 2 minutes later, not like, you know, maybe he was dead, maybe he wasn't. No, he was dead. And then he rises up and you think, well, actually, that's how everything works. That's how
engine to drive a car. And I just, Jesus, will you please be with me? And like I've become teachable, I guess. Porous is how I sometimes feel it. Sometimes feel it.
I mean, what's even going on anymore, guys? What might be an interesting search if you're bored is a Russell Brand Fabian Society. Let's see if that comes up with anything. Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh no, but that's not the relevant bit. You've distracted yourself and steered away from the relevant bit, and that's mostly not okay.
One thing is sure, a great change of our psychological attitude is imminent. That is certain. Why? Because we need more. We need more psychology. We need more understanding of human nature, because the only real danger that exists is man himself.
And whoosh.
And now, on behalf of the fraternal regiment embodying narcissistic sociopathy, we have the relevant bit. Okay.
Are they going to do something? He's going to. There he is. James O'Keefe, everybody. Has some deep insights into what these companies do.
Yeah, well, you said it today, Charlie, about the 10 commandments within
I said it
IBM.
on PBD's show. I connected all the stories together because they're two seemingly unrelated stories. So IBM announces all this AI growth.
All right. The first note is that guy his name is Charlie Kirk.
Growth and their stock goes up. And then James O'Keefe reveals that they have the 10 commandments that govern the values of IBM. And so basically IBM is telling you that they're creating a woke super weapon.
This is so demonic.
No, that's basic. And
exactly.
And the 10 commandments are not, the 10 that were revealed to Moses. on
I'm
Sinai.
shocked.
They're literally like that white people can't be racist, that black people can do nothing wrong, that Ali it's literally
It says, quote, understand only white people are racist.
It is the woke.
Is that an exact quote?
That's an exact quote.
It is
from
the woke
Ten Commandments.
anti-racist decalogue is what.
And you said something pretty profound. You said that eventually AI will make this the actual Ten Commandments.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, if you think for a second, I mean, Yuval Harari has already said that artificial intelligence is going to rewrite its own religion for Bible stories that, quote, make more sense for people.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, of course they need to go after the actual 10 Commandments. It's not going to be honor your mother and father. It's going to be honor your lesbian black master.
Yeah, Yuval Harari also said that the era of free will is over. That's the type of centralized thinking that these individuals are
Let's
all
give him more
salivating
power.
for.
Well, Tucker, you said that they were.
Now, why would you care, Grim, about this Charlie Kirk fella? Well, it turns out that this Charlie Kirk fella from from TP USA, Turning Point USA, he made one of these tweet things over on X of this article from the Post Millennial. And why would you care, Grim? Why would you care? Well, his tweet was Ayanna Pressley, who's apparently a congressperson. That's apparently a congressperson, said, encourages people to celebrate abortion for Christmas. There's always little tells if you look for them of who and what controls these people. Darkness can't help but mock the birth of our Lord, and what better way to promote the slaughter of babies? Well, why would you care about that? Well, it turns out in that article, Grim, look, it's your tweet there. What? Yes, from Griswold Grimm, the synchrony harmonicist. The sooner you recognize it boils down to enmity for the womb, the sooner you realize what humanity is up against. So some big famous man has retweeted an article with one of my tweets in it, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most relevant. Relevant, right, guys?
Approaches are, that's where the alignment is between Grim and I.
Okay, so what is bringing down the fourth wall project, Grim?
A terrible spell. And part of that spell, humans have the campfire circuitry. For whatever reason, probably because so the television engages that. And that's when your tribal elders are passing on information and stuff. So those things are hijacked and make everybody feel like their audience. And if you watch characters in series that do break the fourth wall, and that's what the fourth wall I'm referencing when I do it. It's the wall behind which you are audience and not a human. So
okay.
Hashtag paintball for Jesus, @GrimGrizz, hashtag break the fourth wall.
So you do break the fourth wall that doesn't exist and be like,
break the fourth wall a little bit.
You really helped me break the fourth wall. It's just people.
Good poetry is definitely always trying to break the fourth wall.
Always tried, as GrimGrizz says, to break the fourth wall to the degree that I can.
And once again, special thanks to the Shadow Cabal. So say we all. And as you know, we for obvious reasons, I had to walk you through all of that.
Is everything all right in here?
Yes, Nanny. And now, as I like to do, we're going to do the Christmas service and the title. I like to do the title and I like to do the thumbnail. So as the Christmas service for the Virtually Not Alone, we're now going to do the open house part, where I take this link from StreamYard and drop it down here into the chat of the Hive Mind. And we can just come on and talk. It doesn't have to be about anything that we might do it. We'll see what you bring to the table as you come on, if you come on. The
list? Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right?
What room? I want to cast magic missile.
A room where he's casting all the He hasn't cast anything yet. I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting Magic Missile.
Why are you casting Magic Missile? There's nothing to attack here.
I'm attacking the darkness.
And as we see if anybody is going to show up for the open house, enjoy this musical break. And because I'm I guess one of the terribly scariest people that do these live streams, most people don't like to come on, and that's what happened tonight. Maybe this Israeli pro wrestler will come on. We're gonna have to watch and clip that conversation then, I guess. And then, since nobody's here yet, we'll go on to why I'm probably never going to sing on stream again. Thanks, Ups. That's great. It starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes, an aeroplane. Lenny Bruce is not afraid. Eye of a hurricane, listen to yourself churn, world serves its own needs, don't miss of your own needs, speed it up a notch, speak, grunt, no strength, the ladder starts to clatter with fear, fight, down height, wire in the fire representing 7 games, and a government for hire in the combat site. Left her in a hurry with the furies breathing down your neck. Team by team reporters baffled Trump, tethered prop. Look at that low plane. Look at that low plane. Overflow. Wait, no. Overflow. Population common group, what it'll do. Save yourself, serve yourself. World serves its own. Listen to your heart bleed. Rapture and I rehearsed this. Shh. Tell me with the rapture and the reverend and the right. Vitriolic slam fight, bright light, feel it. Pretty sight. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. It's so terribly upbeat. And yes, Lunch, the Raiders scoring 2 touchdowns all over the KC turnovers in under a minute is totally relevant to what I'm doing here, because we're highlighting how much bread and circuses there is in this world to distract us from what's important. So now you're going to get short interjections while I run through the brandings, because nobody wants to talk to me.
No fur here. Sharks don't have fur.
Ducks eat bread.
They do. They like it.
Oh shoot, where was I going with this? Attention.
But I like the shanty still. We all know that there is no agency any living gent can see doing what is right for me. Just lifting up my bro so he can grow some eyes to see that doing what is right for me increases all our agency. Milan says, heard Charlie Kirk say America is just its ideals and its country doesn't matter. At a TP, it's called TP USA, people. I'm going to go TP your house. What do you think I'm going to do? I mean, if I were to concentrate on what's important 24/7, I'd be of no good to anyone. Respite. There's a place for bread and circuses. Just not being... Go! No. Guys, what? Remember, there is no agency. We want what's best. Now then, since nobody is coming on to talk and there's been things on my mind, I guess I'll put out the things that have been on my mind as content for you to enjoy and consume while you sit in your virtually not alone cell phone or other device. As you know, this all happened because I took a gig as one of Santa's elves for the United Parcel Service for a while, and as such, I have a small sum of dollars, and I'm facing now the current dilemma of the responsible adult thing to do with those small amount of dollars is to have all of my teeth ripped out and have dentures inserted, which would make it very difficult to live stream, as I would have to learn to talk again, essentially, and there's that, and I had been holding out hope since in my 20s that we would technologically, scientifically advance to the point that they could have me just regrow the ones I was supposed to have. And that hasn't happened. And now, by the time I could either A, afford implants, or B, afford that process, if it happened, I would probably be too old for it to matter. So that's one thing I could do, but it would really hurt the live streaming for like a whole month. The other thing I could do is use those funds to do the pilgrimage to the secret spot I've held in my heart. Is like, okay, you don't want much, but how about you want one thing? And the one thing I want is to go to this place. Why I want to go to this place, I'll reveal to you if I ever get to the place. But so I could instead go on this pilgrimage and risk pain and whatever comes with the current state of decay. And then also we have the Pajot thing in Florida coming up. We have the eclipse in Bosquedale, Illinois, where the eclipses crosses the path of the last eclipse that crossed our country. They cross at this place called Bosquedale, Illinois. And so I could do this whole adventure thing where we go on the pilgrimage and then run to Florida and then go to Bosquedale, or, be a responsible adult and have the dentition fixed. And those things have been weighing deeply on my mind. I don't know if it means anything to any of you, but there's some oversharing and now some more branding. Let's do the train early. Okay. is truth. Slack says responsibility sucks, but teeth are useful. This is very true. I really miss being able to eat steak. That was always nice. As this is an open house that apparently nobody wants to come in, we can call it the bomb. If you just saw it, why don't you click on it? Because I don't know where it went. Oh boy.
Now what'll that asshole think of next? Is anybody got a dime? I don't know.
The show is bombing. Yes, this is the open house in the Decay. Now, as this is a Christmas service, I'll tell you something else that has been in my mind. As you may or may not know, I once left the Pentecostal church, and after I left the Pentecostal church, I went back for one more service. And when I did, I was looking really sad, and the pastor came over to me, and I was like, dude, what does God even want from me? And he said he wants you to serve. And back then in my youth, I was like, oh, so this guy, he makes a whole slave race of people, and if they don't serve and love him for it, he sends them to hell. And that's when I left. But now I think, I don't know, my views on service have changed significantly since that point. Yeah, we're running out. We have very little steam now, and we're definitely gonna wrap up the show. Thanks to all for you joining the Hive Mind and making me feel virtually not alone. And thanks for Rascal for the dime. I just run it over and over again until you're drained. No, stop it. All right, goodbye, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I hope you were entertained, at least. Here's some more of my wonderful singing to usher us out. And because I probably won't see you Thursday. I'll see them Thursday. Whatever, they can have it now. No, play your favorite instead. Sure. Goodbye, everybody. Have a Merry Christmas, and hug somebody if you can. You're probably oxytocin deficient. You're probably low on oxytocin. And if you hold it for at least 6 seconds, science says you get some.